Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, thanks for watching. In this video I'll be planning the week of August 7th through the 13th, and I'm going to be using a kit from Electrafierce Designs called Serenity. It features some beautiful blue toned watercolor peonies. I'll just show you what came with the kit. There was a page of deco, 8 full boxes, one with a quote, some headers and littles, and then some quarter boxes, half boxes, some heart checklists, and a few icons, and then some lovely scripted headers, date covers and dots, and some bill dues, some ombre heart checklists, and then finally you have your bottom washi, some more icons, and a weekly box. I'm going to get started by laying down the bottom washi as usual, and while I do that I just want to apologize. This video is so late going up. I filmed it quite some time ago, as you can see by the dates, but I was really delayed in getting the voiceover done, so it's a little bit dated, but I did want to make sure to put it up anyway because I wanted to feature this really pretty kit from Electrafierce Designs. Next I move on to putting the date dots onto the date covers, and then I'm going to go ahead and lay those down on the top of the page. This week was a quiet one, but it was special for me because my husband and I celebrated an anniversary. My husband and I ended up getting married on a Friday the 13th, and I know a lot of people have been like, whoa, why did you do that? That's bad luck. But it's been working out for us, and I kind of like it because I get these mini anniversaries anytime it's a Friday the 13th. I kind of try and convince him that we should do something fun or special as a mini anniversary celebration. I gave some thought to changing the flags on this page because they were yellow, but there are some yellow highlights in the deco for this kit, and so I left them as is. And I get started on Monday by laying down a today header, and then I lay down a green ombre heart checklist to put down my chores for the day, usual Monday grind. And then I moved down to the bottom and I put down some littles, one for a TV show we were planning to watch and the other for our dinner. And then I have these little Rick and Morty stickers that I made for myself, so I put down a little and then covered up the icon with one of those stickers just to write down that we were going to catch up on Rick and Morty. It airs on Sunday nights, but we get it through iTunes, so we can't watch it until Mondays. I put down a full box in the middle of the page, and then of course my camera decides to shut off and I didn't notice, and so all of a sudden I'm in the middle of Tuesday getting that done. Wasn't feeling well for part of this week, and so that's partly why it was such a quiet week for me. To capture that woe, I took one of my Planner Girl stickers. This one says cold flu or I'm dying, and put that down over some washi tape. And then I grabbed a decorative full box to put down midday in the page. I knew I wasn't going to be up to much, and I put down a half box at the bottom of the page because I did want to get this Plan With Me filmed, and so I took a scripted film sticker, put that in the corner, and then finished off the day with some more deco. Moving on to Wednesday, I put down a today header and then a blue ombre heart checklist for some other things I was going to do around the house, since I figured I wasn't going to be up to being out much during the day. I did want to FaceTime my dad in Canada, and so I put down a little with an asterisk just to remind myself to do that, and kind of tacked it on at the end of my to-do list. And then I laid down some matching blue washi as a backdrop for another one of the Planner Girl stickers. This one says why. course it sucks to get sick any time of the year, but there's something really awful about it when it's like 105 degrees outside. It just makes it worse. After that, I put down a half box and a little bit of deco to write down our weekly dinner with my husband's parents, and was going to try and rally for that. As it turns out, that it didn't end up happening. We canceled, but at the time I thought it was going to happen. On Thursday, I popped down a purple sticker that said goals and a purple ombre heart checklist. I was going to work on some things for my Etsy shop and write a list for that. I followed that up with a full box and then another little asterisk little. Wanted to remind myself to order something to mail my friend in Canada for her birthday. And then we were planning on getting some Chinese takeout for dinner, so put a half box there vertically to write that down, along with a little deco, some fortune cookies, and a glitter bow from one of my collections. At the top of Friday, I was putting something together to make note that it was payday, and so I took the remainder of the full box that I had trimmed down to put down on the Wednesday and used that. And then I took one of my payday stickers, one of the Planner Girls, and cut off the word payday and put her on the side. And then I used a scripted payday sticker from this kit, Serenity, by Electrafierce Designs, in conjunction with that, and created a little scene for that. And then we have another little camera hiccup, but I'd laid down a little to remind myself to pay bills, and then some patterned washi as a backdrop to a Once More with Love coffee munchkin. Next, I had laid down a full decorative box, and then at the end of the day I was putting down a little bit of deco and a couple of heart checklists for some TV shows that I wanted to watch that evening. This kit didn't come with a weekend banner, so I was kind of improvising one with some things I had on hand. I took some of the blue ombre heart checklists and trimmed off the hearts and then put those down on their sides. And then I took a weekend banner from one of my own kits and trimmed off the deco that's included around it, so it just had the word weekend itself. And then I took some of the blue watercolor peonies from the deco sheet of this kit and just added those around that scripted weekend sticker. I was actually pretty happy with the way it turned out. I really like the effect of the ombre heart checklist on their side as a background for stuff. And so anyone who's watched a video or two of mine in the past will know that this next half box is for Sushi Saturday. I put this deco that has a flat bottom underneath the half box, and then I added a couple of decorative pieces of sushi to the corner. After that, we were going to make a quick trip to Home Depot to pick up some stuff. So I put down a quarter box for that and a little house icon in the corner. And then our last little errand for the day was going to Sprouts for some groceries, so another quarter box for that and a cute little icon that has a grocery bag. Then in the evening we were going to do another Geeks Who Drink event, and so I put down one of the decorative full boxes, but it does have a lot of room to write on it, and so I figured that would be perfect for that. And then on Sunday I put down a little for Game of Thrones because that only has a couple episodes left and it's getting really exciting. Moving up from there, I put down another one of the decorative full boxes and layer on top of that a half box vertically to write down some details for our anniversary dinner that we were going to have out together. Used one of our Planner Girl date night stickers and Then on top of that, I put down a quarter box because I was going to spend some time doing some new illustrations to make stickers for the shop. And then of course at the top of the page I did want to commemorate that that's our actual anniversary. And so I laid down some blue matching washi as a backdrop. And on top of that I want to use this decorative wreath that was included with the deco on the kit, but the spacing didn't quite line up, and so move things around a little bit to accommodate that. And so here's how the spread's looking so far. I'm going to move on and finish up the sidebar. I start out with a full box that includes a quote on this one, and it says keep calm and plan on. And then I'm going to do my usual weekly boxes for stats, and so put down some quarter boxes to use for headers, and I use the weekly box that is included with the kit, and then for the second stat area I end up using an ombre heart checklist. And then just to round out the space at the bottom, I took some really skinny white washi that has some silver kind of filigree pattern on it, and I used one strip to cover each of the 3 lines that was still showing at the bottom of the page, and kind of carried on this striped background theme. And once I have that laid down, I put down a little bit of the deco, some flowers with the leaves. I do really like the look of the skinny washi, but unfortunately it's kind of a pain in the butt to work with and doesn't stick as well as the full width washi, but made do. And so here's the finished spread, all filled out as best I can for the week. It was kind of a bummer week, not feeling well for most of the time. But despite that, when I look back on this spread, I feel really happy because they're so pretty. I just love this kit. And these are the stickers that were left over once I was finished. I used quite a bit of them, but there's also quite a few left that I'll be able to incorporate into Frankenstein spreads. As always, thanks so much for watching this plan with me. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more Plan With Me videos like this, please do subscribe. Thanks so much. See you next time.